This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show. Quick! Everybody get in! We gotta be quick with this!
What's happening? I thought I was able to leave.
I'm still eating my mac and cheese with meat.
Can I go home? I thought I could go home.
No, okay, so... Because I need spacers, basically, whenever we do this stuff, of, like, we watch a lot of shows, and we need a lot of space between, like, a whole scheduling thing, okay?
Yeah.
Interchanging between Bleach, because obviously Bleach is still coming out. We watching Bleach.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Well, there's another thing we gotta watch.
Uh-huh.
So, can you guess, of the big three, the other thing we would watch?
Dragon Ball.
He's dying today. That's not one of the big three.
Dragon Ball.
That's what made the big three.
I want to watch Dragon Ball.
He must be executed.
Can I... Transformers!
You already watched Dragon Ball.
So
you already know what happens.
I'll let you guys choose.
Goku goes Super Saiyan, fuck yourself, and he fucking wins.
Which level's that?
It's one of them.
I'll let you guys choose.
Yeah.
Between Naruto and One Piece. Wait, guys, we're watching One Piece.
Damn, you said that like Naruto was bad.
No. Naruto actually comes after Bleach.
I'm just scared.
Once we're done with Bleach, then we'll watch Naruto.
I'm just scared of either story. I'm just scared of them. Because one of them is over 1,000 episodes. The other one is Naruto.
You know what the funny thing is? Naruto, I think, will actually be... we'll be watching more of that. Basically, there will be more podcasts of that because of how many, short arcs there are. Of, here's 10 episodes just dedicated to this one arc. And then here's 50 episodes dedicated to this arc. And it's like, what?
Okay.
What did you just say to me?
But also, One Piece has a ton of episodes.
But One Piece is really fun.
One Piece is probably also going to be like the way they have Naruto, in that it's going to be arc after arc after arc after arc after arc.
We're watching the first 30 episodes.
Yeah, that is the first arc.
Yeah.
That is the East Blue arc.
We're going for half of the East Blue arc. We are stopping just before Arlong. Because I don't want it to be we're watching 60 episodes every month.
You can do it. That's not hard.
I think I'm bleeding from the chest.
You played Elden Ring. You played Elden Ring all day, all night for however long you've been doing that.
What do you mean?
You can sit down.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And watch One Piece.
I don't know. I don't have electricity.
You have 1,500 hours on Destiny 2.
I don't have eyes. I don't have fingers.
Oh, by the way, we're watching the English dub.
I need a drink of water and gin.
And gin? Who's gin? Is that a guy you know?
No, gin is alcohol.
No, you need to drink a guy?
But anyway, yes. So I gotta prepare you for what you can expect from the first half of One Piece. Okay, first arc basically.
The first arc of One Piece.
So
it's pirates.
This is the first 30 episodes. Basically, the entire thing we're gonna be going into is setting up who the main crew is for a while. Who the main five people are. Basically, the main character, obviously Luffy, and 4 of his crewmates.
Is it the Deer Kid?
It goes.
No, actually.
Really?
The Deer Kid doesn't come in for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, you actually won't be seeing him till way later.
Oh.
Deer Kid is number 6.
He's number 6.
Yeah,
okay.
He's the 6th member.
Okay.
Well,
and
he's basically... Actually, when we meet him, he's basically the 7th.
Dude, I should slap you. Every time we do a podcast, you're wrong every time about everything. Vivi isn't main cast. She's not a Straw Hat.
At that point.
No, the fucking God.
Let it out, Jitsu. Let it out.
You know what? Fine. This entire podcast now is just gonna be us a fight.
They're helping
her. Voice
her.
your opinion.
They're helping her.
Voice your opinion.
Come on, fight me.
I'm in danger.
I lose.
I'm in the middle of it.
Anyways.
You're right. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Technicality.
You are going to be seeing the setup of the first 5 members of the Straw Hat crew.
Vivi doesn't even join them when they meet Chopper. She's there. She's not even...
How does it feel to
they don't know.
She's a member. You ask anybody online.
Okay, yeah, because she has the X on her fucking arm. But
Yeah,
like
the
they
Hulking
didn't even
You know what? Let's not spoil it for him.
They didn't even know her name was Vivi when we were introduced to Chopper.
Yeah, they fucking did.
No, because Chopper was before. Okay, what are we talking about? What was this podcast for again?
We got way off the track.
This is for One Piece.
Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Duke
We're
likes
watching-
to be wrong about things.
We're watching some very, very good 30 episodes of One Piece.
Okay.
From the introduction of, obviously, the captain, all the way to just before the arc known as Arlong Park.
Arlong Park is my favorite city in Pokemon.
What I can prepare you for, it is early 2000s, like late 1999, crazy bullshit, but in a good way.
Before Death Note.
Very much before Death Note.
The Death Note was the one that we watched.
God,
that
Death
we
Note
did
came
the
around
earliest.
and then One Piece became way more serious.
Well, because
That's when the time skip happened.
Really? 2006?
I have no clue, actually.
Actually, I think that is about right.
That's when they were like, "Oh, great, we gotta do this now." Great, we can't be light and campy, and then
Great, this asshole died, now we're sad.
Don't spoil shit, motherfucker.
died.
This, I want to make a
I'll
pun.
kill
I want to
you.
make a
I'll
pun
fucking kill you.
of asshole and his name so bad. I could literally make a perfect pun.
And you're not going to.
And I'm not going to, not yet.
So
Anyways.
Luffy dies.
Luffy fucking
So Luffy dies, and then the second Straw Hat Pirate, Toothy,
No.
dies.
Luffy! 2 feet! And it's all down to 3 feet to carry
And
the
then,
show!
and then the
Unfortunately,
third member,
Kind of
3G.
fell off.
3G.
Kind of fell off when Luffy's son Boofy came in.
Boofy! He had a crossover with Boruto.
When Cronky P. Doofy came
With Burrito.
Cronky be Boofy.
Cronky
With
P.
conky,
Doofy.
with that conky dong Luffy.
When Donkey...
Okay, here, I'm gonna ask you this question, Jinju. What do you like most about One Piece?
The characters.
Good.
Because
Would
that's
you
the
say
whole
that the
point.
first arc, like the first 30 episodes, pretty well displays how good these characters are?
Yes.
Would you say that the English dub is pretty good?
No. Because
Have you seen the
because
English dub?
because English voice directors don't get it for Japanese shows, which is fair.
Especially in the early 2000s when it was first happening.
When they didn't give a shit.
They
When
were
they
just,
didn't give a shit.
they were just like, it's a cartoon, here's whatever.
I am of the mind that One Piece is good in both dub and sub.
I still need to make that debate video with you guys with sub versus dub. I still need to make that.
Anyway, are y'all ready to go watch One Piece?
Right, I'm leaving right now. Not to leave and jump in car to leave. Totally not.
We are.
What?
We should cut the video there, fuck.
We are what?
We are.
We are what?
We are.
We are.
We are.
Wealth, fame, power. The world had it all, won by one man, the Pirate King, Gold Roger. At his death, the words he spoke drove countless men out to sea.
My treasure? It's yours if you want it. Find it. I left it all the world has there.
And so, men set sights on the Grand Line in pursuit of their dreams. The world has truly entered a great pirate era.
Now it's your turn, Jinsu. My turn? You gotta sing.
Come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams.
Say it.
My treasure? You want it? It's yours, my friend. But only if you have enough rupees.
Okay, so that was
One Piece.
yeah, so we're back and oh god.
Mysteries abound.
Oh, there we go.
There you go, I'll sing to that, I'll sing to that.
Yeah, I'm all in there.
I'll sing and drink
Well,
to
you
that
were
one.
all in
Yeah.
on this as well. I could tell.
But okay, so we just got back from watching 60 episodes of One Piece. The first saga, the East Blue Saga. Here's my thoughts. I remember everybody's names of the main crew.
Holy shit.
That is how good this is.
Okay.
Most
You
of the
will
time,
remember everyone else.
yeah, most of the time, like I wasn't able to, but now I remember Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Sanji, Nami, all of them. Wow, if this isn't the standard of anime, I don't know what is. Like this is the bar. I really, really honestly think that this is something that everybody should witness in their life at least once, because this is a really this is a damn good show from the 60 episodes that I saw.
Yeah.
And how many episodes are there out right now?
1,015.
I've got that much to watch, and that's what I think of it.
It's
Yeah.
okay. We're along the way. I'm like only on episode 300.
Oh my god!
So I feel that I should make this quick statement of just I ought to go ahead and plug real quick the greatest song that ever came out of this show.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
sung and performed by the great Gilbert Gottfried himself at one point.
Yo,
God rest your soul.
Yep.
Yo, yeah, yo, yeah,
Oh my
yo.
God.
Dreamin', don't give it up, Luffy. Dreamin', don't give it up, Zolo. Dreamin', don't give it up, Nami. Dreamin', don't give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Oh my god.
Here's how the story goes. We find out about the treasure in the Grand Line. There's no doubt.
There's no doubt.
I love the...
Get up, get
One
down,
Piece-
get low on the floor.
No. But I love the fact that...
That's something that's in the world now.
We'll get to that. That's my favorite thing that I really want to get out of the way. Just a quick description of like how bad they butchered the 4 kids.
And is this another dig at 4Kids?
Oh, 100%.
Thank
You
you.
always got to get a dig in at them.
That's this part of the. We're not even 5 minutes in and we're already doing it.
Yeah. So, non-spoiler thoughts about One Piece, which it's surprising to say that at all.
Yeah.
Non-spoiler thoughts for me. I love this show. This is one of the big 3. This is my favorite, like 100%. Naruto does not compare for me. Bleach does not compare at all to me.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't care. Oh, Bleach stands. Bleach stands. Go die in your grave if you feel that you've been insulted by my statement that One Piece is better.
What about Naruto fans? What are you thinking?
They understand.
Well, you're allowed to have your opinions, obviously.
As long as it's
whatever,
right.
Whatever your favorite show is your favorite. So it's whatever. But One Piece is the best.
I feel the thing is with One Piece, that is just every fan of One Piece is basically that dedicated dude who's just like, dude, I know it's a lot of episodes, but you gotta watch it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they're
Yeah,
just they're very peaceful about it. Of just, yeah, there's not much I can say. It's 1,000 episodes. It's gonna be. You're gonna think it's long. It's not gonna be.
But
you're gonna finish it, and you're gonna want more.
It flies by because just how good the storytelling is in this. Obviously there's some parts where they like artificially elongate it, where it's just like, okay, just do it. Like that does happen, but I will say overall, when you look back on it, it's very it's like the anticipation gets really built up and you're just like, yes, when it finally happens. And
the point that people are gonna hate us.
Huh?
I let him skip filler.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think that's fine. I don't think
I'm
anyone's gonna
so
complain
sorry
about
for the people that were such big fans of. Let me look up the girl's name again.
it.
but yeah, it's just this entire it is kind of goofy, in which I'll give it that, and the character design, like people like that might be a thing that also like turns people away, but all you have to do is just keep watching, and then it just keeps on getting better. This is literally, from what I've seen so far, it started off on 0 because I had no opinion about it, and it literally did not stop going up with each episode watched. It did not stop. Every character that got introduced, every like little story and everything like that, I loved every bit of it.
I love the topics and the real life struggles that One Piece.
Yeah, everybody actually acts like a person, asshole or not.
So I found the character that I was thinking
World
of.
building.
Yes.
The character I was thinking of. Yeah, they just suddenly had like. I'll tell you this right now. The thing that we skipped was at the very end of the saga. There's a filler arc that happens.
Yeah.
Like I'd say 10 episodes long.
Yeah.
Which it does have a moment that made me laugh very hard. I wish I could put this in, but basically what happens is they had made the background, but they then zoomed in to show Luffy in front of it.
That's in
And
this
it was
one?
super pixelated, and then they zoomed out and it was all normal. The character I was thinking of earlier was a little girl named Appease, which, if you're a big old Appease fan...
Who's Appease?
Exactly. So anyway, you're Usopp, right? You know, a liar.
You'd call it out.
There is no such thing as an Appease fan. I'm saying that 100% now. If you, call me out and say, well, I'm a big fan of Appease from that one filler arc of One Piece, no. Just no.
You're the type of person to say, you'll root for the villain in Part 4 JoJo's.
That's...
No, you're the type of person to say that you like the orangutan in Part 3.
We don't talk about the orangutan.
We don't talk about the monkey. What monkey?
What monkey? I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, non-spoiler thoughts for you, Jinsu. What did you think of One Piece? What are your thoughts on One Piece?
I mean, I can't add anything. Or
Non-spoiler. What do you think? Do you like it?
The same opinion as Mayhem. It's probably the standard
for that era.
Characterization, world building,
Timeless.
It's timeless. You know, it's always going to be good. It's very original. The power concept with the devil fruit is awesome, and it allows everyone to have a unique strength and unique weaknesses. It's very interesting to see characters fight and how maybe they interact with the world.
A unique weakness, like Luffy's weakness, getting stabbed.
or drowning.
Or getting cold.
That's everything. Getting cold.
Rubber. He's rubber.
Yeah, it's rubber.
That'll be
Didn't you watch The Incredibles 2? Or The Fantastic Four 2? Or...
It was also in Fantastic Four 1.
And in the 3, 4, 5, 6, 8?
What the hell did you just say to us?
Fast and the Furious.
9?
So the next thing we watch after One Piece is the Fast and the Furious?
To learn about family?
First we learn about friendship, then we learn about family.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm shutting down.
One Piece is good.
Friendship.
One Piece is good. It's
Family.
good.
That's not the One Piece.
The One Piece was not friendship; it was family.
What if
the One Piece is Luffy's mom?
Oh man!
Everybody's got to get a piece of that.
Spoilers.
Well, we know one person who did.
Shame.
One Piece.
His name is also Monkey. Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine
you can't
if
say the rest of that name because it'll give such spoilers.
Imagine if Fast and the Furious ended up being set in the One Piece world.
And Luffy
I'm gonna
was
be
Vin Diesel.
king. I'm gonna be a king of the land pirates.
They're adding nitro
It's
to their
just
ships.
cars.
Did you know that devil fruits make you immortal?
That's what's on top of the red line.
That's why they go to space in Fast and the Furious 9.
They they go out and they look at the planet. It's exactly the planet that we saw for One Piece.
Okay, so anyway.
It's just the big devil fruit.
This is stupid. So, let's go ahead and give a quick summary of the first saga of One Piece. Which, understand, when we get to future videos of this, we are not, and I repeat, we are not summarizing the entirety of One Piece. We're just summarizing the saga we're covering.
How do you summarize all of One Piece? It's like the character introductions and then...
This is the journey.
And then the shit they go through.
Luffy's trial to become the Pirate King, and that's all you can say.
Yeah.
But basically...
You breaking stuff.
The entirety of the East Blue Saga is introducing us to Luffy, the wannabe Pirate King.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates! The most fun, lovable goofball you've ever met.
Yes. I've been told in the manga, he doesn't have any thought bubbles.
Yeah, apparently he has no thought bubbles.
And
if you ask Oda, his thoughts,
the creator.
his thoughts are simply meet, friendship, meet, Pirate King.
yeah.
Which, if anybody has, that seems like the mindset
Do you
everybody
relate
should
to
have.
that?
Yes, I very much do.
Yeah. But the other characters from
Pirate King and all.
The only
Zoro.
bad thing...
Zoro, my favorite character. My favorite character that was introduced.
Also my favorite character.
Zoro.
I've been reading the manga lately, and it's the weirdest.
Spoilers.
It's the weirdest thing of they refer to Zoro as Zolo,
Zolo.
Because the Japanese L and R is a little weird.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it's still Zoro.
Yeah.
Well, Gilbert Gottfried referred to him as Zolo. so-
Oh no! That's just the shitty 4Kids.
I know.
Yeah.
Translation.
know.
Okay.
Which that's the reason why it got me. I saw that and I was like, okay, either it's the fact that they can't pronounce the R,
or Zoro just asked to be
or
not in the rap.
or 4Kids, or 4Kids was right, and I don't want to live in that world.
We don't. Nobody.
Kids.
No. It's a good thing nobody lives in that world.
No one does. But yeah, Zoro, the man who wants to become the greatest swordsman in the world, and is the first most loyal member of the Straw Hats. I love that factor of him.
Yeah. And he's got
The
this
Ram
whole
Man
thing with
version.
swords and stuff, and he has his backstory with going to like a sword dojo training place, and
Multiple sword dojos.
yeah, multiple, but like the main one that he ends up at. He has this rival girl who like they both vow to try and be the best swordsman, and literally the next day she dies.
Yep.
Literally the next day by falling down the stairs.
Down D stairs.
By being found, she was found by down D stairs.
Damn. Every time.
But
Well, top 3 favorite characters are Down D Stairs, Took D Picture, and Ask D Question. my 3 favorite characters. What about you, Jinzu? Which of those 3 is your favorite?
Of what?
of those
Down D Stairs, Took D Picture, or
Ask
Ask D Question?
I think down D stairs is pretty good.
What about you, Mayhem?
It's Ask D Question for me.
I love Took D Picture.
Inciting D Incident.
What are we talking about again?
Hey,
Queena, she died.
hey, is this Whitebeard? Yes.
I'm so...
Do you know the will of D? What is the will of D? D nuts!
I will find you!
And kill you!
I'm looking for a man who has wronged me. What's his name, Whitebeard?
D nuts!
I don't think I've heard anybody in that name.
Anyway, what I was gonna say was my favorite is just that the fact that every time they get a new bounty, it's a new picture, which there is no reasonable case of them getting that picture.
Oh,
It makes no sense how they got that picture.
it
Like,
serves
there's-
for the story.
There's moments where it's like, okay, you really need to explain how the hell they got this crystal clear picture of this character in their most powerful moment.
It was that one guy who ate the picture fruit.
Yes.
That's take the picture.
Actually, that is a power in My Hero. Remember? One of the
God
filler
damn it.
episodes, there's a dude with just the ability to create cameras.
Yeah.
It was the dumbest thing.
Which sounds terrible.
But pretty useful for
Being a
reasons.
journalist, I
Reasons.
guess, and that's it.
A journalist, police,
Pervert.
stuff, pervert.
Oh no.
Um,
Anyway. So, the other characters. We got Nami.
Nami, at first I never really got at first I was just like, what is her deal? And then when I learned her deal, I went, oh my god, this is the greatest deal ever.
Let me give context for the greatest moment ever. So, before he found out her tragic backstory and the reason why she was collecting all this treasure and stuff, and including stealing the ship, before he found that out, she stole the ship, and he goes, man, what a bitch.
and then she starts crying and going, I hope they'll let me join them
Bellamere.
again.
Man, what a bitch!
Still louder than me.
It was so funny. I was laughing so hard. It's like that moment. She steals the ship, and then suddenly she just goes, Bellamere. And he's like, I don't get it. She's a bitch. And it's like, Jesus.
I don't care. You stole the Going Merry. How dare you? And then I learned why, and I go, oh, I'm so sorry, but you're everything that you're going through.
And then we got Usopp.
I love it. He's the character that was just brought in, and I'm just going, he's gonna end up having one of the best emotional moments.
Pirates are coming!
And then there we go, the tie-in for, like, every day he would go running through the village, screaming that pirates are coming, but obviously they weren't. And then we learned the reason why is because his dad's a pirate, and he wants to be joyous that his dad has come back.
Yeah.
That hurts!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then the ship is really important to him.
don't.
That's a little too,
The ship is really important to him.
You're a fucking monster. Anyway,
the Going Merry.
the Going Merry is a cool looking ship. I like that.
I
I
was
like those little go ahead.
And the fact that I remembered its name.
You've scared the fuck out of me by just saying that with those words. I like its little goat head.
Yeah. It's a seat for Luffy.
But
I know,
goat heads.
I know. So for context, we live
Oh.
in an area where goat heads are prevalent.
Not, but the plant. No,
The spiky little...
the spike dudes.
A spiky plant that makes Legos seem like
Like
literally
Nerf.
kids' toys.
Yeah, like like stepping on
Nerf
a Nerf
darts.
Yeah, standing on a Nerf dart. But goat heads are literally the worst. We were talking about
I
the
have-
plant, not the. We don't have a dilemma of of dealing with goat heads.
Stuffed goat head
Yeah.
in the recording room.
Where is it?
Why is it a pentagram?
Stop
on it?
giving me.
No,
You gotta sound more Arabic. You gotta...
No.
I'm not sounding Arabic. I'm trying to sound Latin.
No, you're supposed to sound Arabic.
Okay. Dude. Okay.
Anyways.
So I was gonna say, I'll be 100%. When it comes to the goat heads, it's actually the reason why I have been known to step on Legos and not notice it.
Yeah.
And just pick it off. Oh, there it is. And I hear people complain about Legos, and I'm like, man,
Cowards.
use a bitch.
Yeah,
I grew up stepping on Legos, and then we moved here, and I've never hated my life.
With the constant fear. If you could walk outside with
you want to hear the most horrifying thing I've ever found?
Oh.
The most horrifying thing I've ever found in this desert was I stepped on it, but it just barely missed me. It was a 3-headed goat head.
Oh!
It was 3 goat heads basically fused together into, I called it basically the devil's anus.
The Cerberus.
And then Usopp shot a goat head into Luffy's
That would be a very dangerous weapon. Imagine that. Just imagine the little the little sphere things that he has, but it's just a nail.
I once thought of a like Fakemon design where it was a goat head that was a fly.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I have never strayed further from God.
Alright, that's awesome. Goat heads are very horrible and awful. Let's go back to talking about One Piece.
Yeah. So back to
Or I
it.
will start spoiling.
Sanji.
Back to it. Sanji is the next member we meet.
I now know why this is what considered one of the better animes concerning food, because it actually shows food in a good way.
Yeah.
It makes food look good to
Yeah.
eat because it's food.
And every time that we
What, you
finish
don't
watching
like
it, I feel like
foodgasms?
Oh, we're not done watching Attack on Titan? Where the food is people?
pain, suffering even.
Or Jujutsu Kaisen? Where...
Jerky!
Or Chainsaw Man, where the food is...
No.
Don't spoil Chainsaw Man! I'm so hyped for that!
But yes, food looks really good here. I like it. Yeah,
And
Sanji
seafood,
is an interesting
sure.
character. Sanji's a very interesting character. He's got a very very simple.
A simple design where...
No, he's got a simple story in a way.
Oh,
It was not too crazy. Like currently, his story is not too crazy. Of basically, he was a kid on a ship. He got
I'm a kid!
He got
I'm a shit.
his ship raided by a pirate. That pirate captain then saved his life. Which the biggest change from manga to anime in the anime, what happens is that
What happens?
oh, here, let me tell you. So the captain that saves Sanji's life in the anime, he is trying to rescue Sanji, and his leg gets stuck, and he uses an anchor to basically chop it off.
Yeah.
In the manga,
Oh.
he makes it to shore just fine, and he gives the food obviously to Sanji, and all that happens. How would he have survived without food?
By turning into a plant and photosynthesizing. Totally not by cutting his leg off!
He smashed his leg off with a rock
Oh,
and ate it.
I think, but like his whole thing was using the feet to fight.
Well,
Yeah,
now
well-
he's using his feet to
But
live.
yeah, he's willing to sacrifice his feet to save his hands, as a good chef does.
Yep.
You know, if you're not a true chef unless you've cut off your leg.
Or a gamer.
Not a true gamer unless you've cut off your
The
leg.
most truly oppressed group of all, gamers.
Okay, this is a joke that'll definitely be cut, but I've got this terrible image of just like that image I just mentioned.
Not if I edit it.
I've got that image I just mentioned of like, except it's a
Break me
like
off a
world.
piece of
It's a
that.
World of Warcraft gamer through diabetes.
Oh.
His gamer chuck slamming his leg.
Oh my god. No, he's using the keyboard.
My mother hasn't handed me food in 3 minutes.
Mom!
No, that's the story.
Blood!
That's the story. That's the story he shares to his mom, to his like other online friends.
Yeah.
In actuality, it was diabetes.
Why do you say it like that?
I'm 5% lighter now.
Don't worry, guys. I lost the amount of weight that I needed to. The doctor.
don't
What
worry.
the fuck?
Don't worry, I lost 100 pounds.
From just a leg?
Exactly.
Dude.
Good
Okay,
lord.
I'll be 100%. Sanji was a very interesting character. I liked him. He had a very simple story, and I want to see more of him. Now we'll be able to cover the arcs and
villains.
We'll just say quickly villains and our favorite part of it. Okay.
Yeah.
First arc. You know that one episode. What did you think of like the opening episode with Alvida
with Alvida.
and Kobe?
Like when I
Very
first saw
funny.
it,
The introduction of Luffy.
and kind of Nami, but not really.
Kind of Nami, not really. But big ones were Luffy, Alvida, and Nami. No. Kobe. Man, my brain wanted to forget Kobe for a second for some reason.
And Ichigo.
That's the
And
problem.
Ichigo.
And that's the problem with Kobe.
Kobe! Anyway, we'll
And then
cut that
Kobe, the
entirely.
slave from One Piece, kills Alvida and says,
Kunta Kinte!
and says,
And says
made it in
Kunta
one
Kinte
piece."
presents his regards.
He says, "I made it in One Piece, just like the show."
Okay, but yeah, that first episode.
I kind of just I was expecting a bit more from him with Kobe, because like the way that it felt like with him was that he was going to be like the Krillin of the group, where like
No, that was Krillin.
but yeah, no, that's actually Usa, who's voiced by Krillin.
And
But-
Luffy, who's voiced by Krillin.
What?
And Luffy, who's voiced
In
by
the
Krillin.
Japanese dub, yeah,
Ah.
Luffy is Krillin.
Oh wow.
And in the English, Usopp is Krillin.
And then Krillin and Krillin beat the shit out of each other.
What's this?
At some point, don't worry.
But yeah, like I expected him to be around a bit more, but then when they kind of like, I was actually very surprised when they actually like separated and they were like, "All right, bye." That's what gave me the feel that this is actually a different kind of world, and Alvida scares me.
What? Was it her first appearance or her last?
The first appearance was physical scare. Now the second one was just okay, that could happen.
Yeah, no, it's not really.
It fell off, huh?
It fell off.
It's not really.
Where'd it
a
come out?
Scientific explanation. Basically,
It's magic.
Alvida was this very large individual who
She was fucking huge. She was fat as fuck.
who basically was this terrifying presence and everything. It was supposed to be her entire purpose, and she ends up. What was
If you
it?
combined Michael Jackson with
She
the
eats a
blueberry
devil-
from Willy Wonka,
She eats a devil fruit and gets the smooth fruit,
and then
and
becomes Michael
all her
Jackson.
fat falls off of her. Don't ask me how.
It fell off, huh?
It fell off.
Can I get the smooth fruit now?
I would like to achieve the smooth fruit.
Okay,
I'll read it.
Mayhem, hear me out. I get the hear me out. I get the smooth fruit, and suddenly I look like God, trying to think of an actor that would have the build of a One Piece character. Ah, shit.
In certain, I haven't seen enough of
No,
them yet.
Taylor Lautner.
Right.
You're gonna have to create. Yeah, you're gonna have to have physical, like visual evidence.
No, I'm saying with the fact that I have black hair. Basically, imagine like imagine I eat the smooth fruit and look like Taylor Lautner all of a sudden.
Who are you? Get out of here!
And it's like, man, I ate the smooth fruits.
Get away from me. Do not touch me.
Smooth fruit.
I'm not
and
Team
you're
Jacob. Fuck off.
Disinfect yourself. And it's like, I can't. And it's like, that's disgusting.
Luckily, grime falls off. She never has to bathe, does she?
He probably still does.
That's the thing.
She can't.
She can't.
She could be in a tub
Smooth
of... She could be
fruit.
in a bath.
Nothing touches her.
She could be
She'll
in a
drown.
bath, but she can't get wet. But she could drown, but she can't get wet.
I mean, technically, we aren't
She'll
getting
suffocate.
wet. The water is
Dude,
just,
she's not drowning. She'd suffocate.
water is just
She's not drowning. She'd suffocate.
Yeah.
She'd have no oxygen.
Exactly.
It's basically the best way that I can picture it is if she tried hygiene, like shampoo falls off her hair.
Yeah.
couldn't,
She
like-
can't even put on perfume.
Nope.
Damn.
Well, stank don't stick on her. Stank don't stick.
I highly doubt.
Axe body spray.
If that could cling to somebody, it could definitely cling.
Okay. God, we got stupid quick. Okay,
Correct.
Zoro.
We've been stupid this entire time.
Zoro, like his little arc with
Didn't we already talk about that?
where Kobe left and Helmeppo, whatever his
Oh,
name
the axe guy.
the axe guy.
Captain
No,
Morgan.
Helmeppo,
Captain Morgan.
and
I
Helmeppo.
can't remember names.
I can the main cast, like the
Yeah.
fact that I remember the main cast. That's the
That's
accomplishment.
impressive.
That's the accomplishment. Now it would be.
Don't
to
ask him
remember.
to do the same thing with other shows.
I will fail. I have failed. I will fail again.
He will. But yeah,
Don't put your faith in me. I'll fail.
Zoro's little arc was pretty interesting. It was a good setup, like first adventure that wasn't just Alvida.
A showcase
It
of
was
his
very
power.
interesting.
Yeah.
Next arc was. Oh yeah, wait. What do you think of? How did I forget his name again?
Captain
Strongjaw?
Morgan,
Captain Morgan.
the rum man.
The Rum Man?
That's the,
What did you think of Captain Morgan?
I didn't like the whole like bone on the opposite side of his arm, so that he
That's
could
the axe.
two-hand out the axe. Where
From
like
his
he
elbow.
literally like stuck an axe into his arm.
I
hurt-
found hilarious.
It just hurts.
I find that very interesting and kind of badass.
Okay, next arc was, I believe, Orange Town. Pain?
Suffering even. That's
Buggy?
Buggy the Clown. Yeah, I love Buggy the Clown.
Good villain.
This one was a simple adventure. This one this one was a simple adventure. I will kill you.
Fuck you.
I will chop your dick off.
Ooh.
Ooh, mobile.
How else am I supposed to know?
Am I gay? Can confirm no.
No.
Did not enjoy.
Okay, but yeah, so I loved that little like filler 2 episodes that they had with Buggy the Clown on
It
his.
wasn't filler.
It wasn't filler, but it felt like filler because they were selling because it was like we weren't even following Luffy or anything
Dude,
like that.
Buggy's like a main character. In other words, it was not a filler, it was his setup.
There was a setup.
Yeah. Buggy the Clown is my favorite character. I love Buggy.
I just need to see him without his hat.
Actually, I think we see him without his hat at some point. You want to see what it looks like?
No, it must be.
You
never
must
see him without his hat.
experience it.
What?
We never see him without his hat.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Find it.
No, we don't.
And then I'll talk about the next villain, which is
That is right.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
No, we're not
Actually,
watching
yeah,
Demon
it was
Slayer.
Michael Jackson.
But it's Usopp's arc where like we learn why he lies and like who another person he tells the lying stories to is this girl who like is she's sick, she's an orphan, but she's super rich, so it's like a half good, half bad sort of situation.
Yeah.
And her butler turns out to be this guy that was like the really dangerous pirate that like it turns out he's been alive this whole
He
time.
faked his death.
Yeah, and his crew comes back in the form of the guy in charge of them is Michael Jackson. And this very weird, drawn out scene that we keep cutting back to where he's moonwalking through the entire island to get to the village.
Michael Jackson before Demon Slayer.
Yeah. But yeah, and so they are going to like invade the village. In which it's funny how like how Usopp doesn't make the connection that every morning he goes, "There's pirates coming," and then when he goes to the village, he goes, "There's pirates coming," and they don't believe him. It's
Boy Who Cried Wolf.
exactly, it's the boy who cried wolf, and it's so funny. It's just like read 'em and weave, and then everybody's gonna die. And the reveal that's been leading up to with the butler being the bad guy was how he was fixing his glasses, because his weapon is like giant katana blades on his fingers, so he would have to fix his glasses with the palm of his hand. Like, that's a really good detail.
I always thought he
loved
would
it.
just kind of like put his hand down like a cat and like do this instead. But this also makes
But
sense.
it's very sophisticated.
Uh-huh.
Because if he does it if he does it underhand, he might just slice his arm off.
But the blades
Oh,
are
yeah,
facing
no.
like this way, so it would be.
Yeah, but it's One Piece.
As flary as
What
possible.
kind of a fucking answer is that?
It's as much flair as possible.
No, the whole thing with One Piece of like basically they treat everything as stupid as possible. So I feel like if they did do that, it would somehow slice his arm off, but the dull end of a blade. It's One Piece, you know they do that.
One Piece.
I don't know what other examples there would be of that happening.
A man sticking an axe in his arm.
Okay.
One Piece is dumb and I love it.
Okay. But Oda never goes against logic. So the dull end of a blade wouldn't accidentally.
Do you want
cut
me to
his hand
start
off.
with names? Or do you want me to start with abilities? Or do you want me to start with locations?
I want you to start with something that's correlated to what I'm fucking talking about.
I'm saying that everything is stupid.
Yeah, but how is this like worried about him cutting his hand off? He just-
It's also like he's talking about we're talking about the flair of it.
yeah.
The flair.
Yeah,
The
no,
character-
basically
it's good.
That's
it's good.
why.
The
That's why
characterization
he
is
does
good.
it
Let's
instead of doing
skip this
the logic.
conversation and get to the main points. Yeah, we see Usopp's origin and everything, and it was very cool.
And this is my favorite villain.
Clawhador.
Clawhador. It's a Clawhador.
That's his butler name.
Yeah, and
His
that's
slave
what the
name.
name that he goes by. And like his entire fight, where like he goes into like this trance basically, and he starts like slashing at everything in the area. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And the fact that Luffy, like his rubber body, is able to deflect bullets, but not be immune to being slashed. So that was like a huge threat for him. And like
The animation was also not bad for 2000.
yeah, it was actually like I didn't want to throw up looking at the screen a lot. But yeah, this guy, this Clawhador is my favorite villain of this entire saga.
I know who my favorite is, obviously. Next saga after that was
Sanji.
the Bharati.
The Bharati, where we introduced Sanji, the cook, to the team.
It had the weakest villain, I'll say that.
And it had the weakest villain, yeah. Because this guy literally just shows up, and then he's like, I want the ship, because my ship's all messed up. And you have a book that says that you survived the Grand Line. I want the book.
That is the thing. You'll notice down the line, a lot of villains have very important ties to the main cast. Of like, there's a reason why they're fighting. In this one, it was basically, I'm here and I'm mad and I'm always going to fight people. Let's fight. And that was about it.
Yeah. And like there was a whole thing that like they were trying to do with like starving to death. Like they were trying to do like a whole thing with that, but it kind of fell a little short with the lax connection to the actual like the way
It was
way
just
that
kind of quick that they were like, okay, and now take the ship.
Yeah. Like and like it could have worked with like parallels with how the villain of that saga of that arc was feeling with Sanji at the same time, but nah, they didn't do it that well.
Okay, question. Do you think, what was his name? The dude that was friends with Sanji. Do you think he just went over to the Grand Line and just immediately died, or is he like still alive later on?
I think he probably found like an island and is maybe living there.
Rest
Or
peacefully.
or a really cool thing that could have happened is that he could have been picked up by red hair Shanks, which I think would have been cool.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think that would end up happening, but if that did, that'd be insane. Oh my.
Yes.
Yeah. But after after that, after the Barati, we got the biggest arc before the final arc, Arlong Park.
The Nami's Arc, which, oh my god! That whole arc, like, obviously I had my what a bitch start, but by the end I was just like, oh my god! Ah!
I'm gonna.
Good.
Oh, by the way, I gotta
It's so
mention this.
good.
I can 100% see you now, just walking out of your room, like every morning, and just you walk over to me, like you're just covered in knives or some shit, and you're just, hello, Lucas, and just I see you just
just adjusting my glasses the same way.
yeah, and I'm just like, well, I wonder who his favorite was.
Yeah. Arlong Park
It was
introduced
insane.
some really good characters that like the entire like this one felt the most like a book where like its internal like story worked so well in like building up suspense and like the climax and all that kind of stuff, the revelations, all that kind of good stuff. It all hits so well in this arc.
Okay, bet. What did you think of this villain?
Arlong himself, I liked as like the like him not fighting, like when he wasn't fighting and being like a intimidating force. I liked that, like the build up of what his strength was, but I didn't really like his fight. I
I loved this fight. I'll be honest.
I didn't like it as much as I could have. Where like I still think back of with Klahador's fight more than his story, but I think of Arlong's story more than his fight.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So the next arc after that was the final arc of this season, and it was Logtown.
Logtown.
What did you think of Logtown?
It was an interesting way to it was kind of like a culmination episode, like a culmination arc, and a like stepping off where it was like this is a wrap up, and this is a wrap up of the arc and the beginning of the next
I
one.
can do a very quick summary of these 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Basically, a lot of like special episodes dedicated to certain people. Like there was one meant for Usopp to reaffirm the fact that he is the son of this great pirate and he should live up to that.
Yeah.
Sanji, him reaffirming his dream of seeing the All Blue.
And defeating and absolutely dominating in the food tournament. And getting one of the worst looking fishes I've ever seen. Worst types of fish. It's an elephant blue fish.
Yep.
Which is literally like, imagine a fish, like a giant fish.
But it's an elephant.
That has an elephant trunk, tusks, and ears.
Yeah.
It is so horrendous. But apparently that's from the South Sea. Somehow. From the East Blue.
So, oh yeah, no, that's the idea of like maybe it went through the All Blue. That's why it was such a big deal. But there was that episode. There was Zoro with his episode.
Which he got his new swords because like his swords.
And he got a new friend.
How did we miss talking about Zoro's thing? That sword fight.
Yeah. Zoro versus Mihawk.
Zoro versus Mihawk. It was during the whole with getting Sanji with the cooks and like dealing with the boat and the villain. All of a sudden, this guy just shows up in a coffin-shaped boat with a crossed sword. And he shows up, and Zoro goes, that's the best guy, like the best swordsman in the world. That's the guy I have to beat. Therefore, I should challenge him right now. And the guy goes, I'm gonna use this little, like, dagger sword that I have.
Damn,
that's like
you
the size
weak.
of a pen. Yeah, he says, and he's like,
damn, you weak. Here, let me pull out this, and pulls out from his necklace a butter knife, essentially.
yeah, it's like a sharpened butter knife.
He
And
goes, how dare you insult me? And he goes, sorry, I didn't have anything smaller.
he's like, would you ever go out? Would somebody ever go all out when fighting a rabbit? Which is like, whoa! Which is like, yeah, it's like, would you use a cannonball to kill rabbit to have the rabbit?
I've seen.
And it's like the rabbit wouldn't exist.
Uh-huh.
So that's what he equated his little butter knife for. And
Zoro.
yeah, he full on beats Zoro. And like Zoro has a whole thing where like he's like, please use the big sword at least. And when he tries to fight against Mihawk with the sword, with his big sword, he breaks his 2 regular swords that he has, except for the one in his mouth.
Which has a special tie to him.
Yeah, and full on, he goes to like go and kill him. And what does Zoro do? He turns around and lets him hit him in the front because it is dishonorable. He thinks it's more like a swordsman having injuries on his back is cowardly. So he would rather be killed in the front.
Yeah.
And he gets full-on slashed by the best swordsman across the chest,
He holds back though.
and he doesn't die.
I'll be 100%.
And he vows to Luffy to never lose again.
My favorite, like, cliche in a story or trope in a story is the dude who is left to his devices. He's going to die. Like, it's guaranteed. This man is going to die. And what he ends up doing is, like, he's handed 6 bullets. And he's told 1 for yourself.
Yeah.
And when they come back for the body, they find 6 bodies surrounding him.
Yeah.
And he's been shot up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing ever.
That's always a really good, like, storytelling
It's a
device.
good story trope.
Yeah, I like that. And Zoro gets these new swords. One of them's cursed. And the way that he's just like, let's see it go against my luck, he throws it up and it has the sword, like, come spinning back down. And it goes around his arm.
Someone made a joke
That
of,
was
like,
awesome.
alternate universe where it cuts his arm off and he ends up joining Red Hair Shanks.
Oh, that's good. But
What do you
yeah.
guys think of Tsurugi? The other blue girl that reminds him of his friend.
Yeah, and do you want to know who voices her in the English version?
Who?
Bulma.
Not surprised.
So when
I love that
so
touch.
Bulma and Vegeta are arguing, and then Trunks shows up and he's just like, "You guys gotta stop arguing! I can't believe you guys!"
It's like, what did you do to insult her?
And it's like just an alternate universe, but the
Family Feud.
but the same exact like
Oh, One
relationships
Piece.
with each other.
Trunks
Family!
becomes a simp.
Feud!
That's still my favorite thing. What do you do? I stretch. What do you do? I cut. What do you do? I steal. What do you do? I run. What do you do? I cook. No, Sanji, say what you do.
I perv.
I simp.
I simp.
You didn't give that joke the honor it deserves of, like, okay, what are your specialties? I cut. I stretch. I steal. I run. I love that delivery so much.
I run.
I shoot.
I hide.
Put some respect on my man's. What's up?
Well,
He
that's
hasn't-
what that
he
was
hasn't
his
had the
own words.
That he hasn't had the proper character development yet.
All right.
When he
So-
gets the proper development, I will deliver the proper delivery.
We missed a very important episode.
What?
Gaimon.
Gaimon?
Gaimon.
Who's Gaimon?
The dude in the chest.
Oh, the
Most
treasure.
important
Oh.
episode.
They go. Let's go to Treasure Island, and they
They
find
go to
him-
Treasure Island. There's
they-
nothing there. Anyway.
They find 2 things. A guy's literally stuck in a plastic treasure chest,
Terrifying creatures.
and terrifying animal combinations. There is a snake rabbit,
No.
a wolf rooster, a gorilla hippo, a thing that the face that Duke is doing right now is one that strikes fear into my memories, where it's a giraffe thing with these undead staring eyes that don't stop. No, there's too much life between your eyes. You can't do it. There's too much life.
My eyes are drying out.
Too much life. Too much life. Don't blink ever again. But yeah, it's just a funny episode where it's just we learn about this guy, how he's been guarding what he believes to be treasure the entire time, and when Luffy goes up, there's nothing. When you think it's gonna be like a story with like the whole everybody gets like really gets cursed with avarice and like gets super greedy and it's like it's my treasure. No, Luffy was lying to him to try and save him from the pain that he spent 20 years guarding this treasure that turned out to be nothing. And it's
Yeah.
just like, oh,
It's real nice.
it's like that. Like it's one of those kind of stories that's just like, wow.
I don't have the heart to tell him that his dream is a lie.
Yeah. That even Luffy, the one that like doesn't have a thought bubble, he still did that.
Here, before we finish off Logtown, we could also mention another one of the best little mini arcs,
Yeah.
Boogie's Big Adventure.
Yeah. Where he looked like a Sonic character for most of it.
Just Gaimon. Like he visits
he
visits Gaimon.
Yeah.
For like, and they don't realize that they're talking about the same person.
They both
like,
talk-
man, what a piece of shit, versus man, what a nice guy.
When
of
referring to Luffy, yeah, they both had their own interactions
Well,
with Luffy.
Gaimon, it's time for me to go.
I have to go kill that son of a bitch, Luffy.
Goodbye, my friend.
Yeah, all Buggy had to do was say his name, and he would have had him killed by the animals.
And then Buggy got saved by Alvida.
by
and
Alvito.
rejoined his crew.
Yeah. And then we get another introduction of the marshal captain dude of the island from the Marines. And what is the name of his devil fruit?
Oh, okay, we're talking back Logtown now.
Yeah, we get
okay,
back to Logtown.
I'm so happy about this. We get introduced to another one of my favorite characters. We get introduced to Smoker.
He has cigars
The
all over his
user-
uniform, and he has 2 smoking cigars at all times. And what is the name of his devil fruit?
He is the user of the Plume fruit.
Smoke fruit.
Like, it goes either or.
I don't.
Ganja fruit.
The lean fruit.
The
He's
lung
lit
cancer
at all
fruit.
times.
The lung cancer fruit. So, Logtown has some of the coolest moments of, obviously, we got all those one-off moments, but then there's the big one. Luffy gets captured by Buggy as Luffy, his entire thing.
Yeah.
Luffy's entire thing was he was wanting to find the execution platform that was used to kill the king of the pirates, Gold Roger.
Yeah,
20 years ago.
Where it was
Execution
set up, like where this entire show started.
And he gets up there, and he gets captured by Buggy, of all people. And, like, Buggy's getting ready to execute him in front of everybody.
And then an act of God.
You almost forgot the best part. He smiles. He smiles on the platform
And
as
says
he's
goodbye.
about to die.
I'm dead!
And the look on Smoker's face.
When he sees
of
somebody
he's smiling.
smiles before death.
Just like Roger. Just like Gold Roger.
You.
And an act of God happens.
Where lightning
As
comes
a
down.
storm that was coming strikes the platform, burns it, knocks Buggy out, and Luffy escapes.
And because he's rubber, he's totally fine.
And
Yeah.
because then a random man in a cloak with weird looking face paint shows up and goes, he will
Spoil
be,
nothing about
He
him.
will be the pirate king.
I
Live
wonder
your
if
dream!
He will be the One Piece.
He will. This man will be the One Piece. Is that a reference to the fact that we're watching the show One Piece?
But anyway, yeah. And as Luffy's going, he gets caught by Smoker. And he almost gets beat.
Yeah.
He almost gets
Because
absolutely
Smoker's
destroyed.
power is complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit.
Yeah. And he almost gets beat. But what ends up happening is he gets saved because that man in a cloak with tattoos on his face grabs his shoulder and says, "It's not your job to take care of this right now. It's his job to go live his dream."
To live his dream. Yeah, this random guy is just like, man, this kid's gotta live his dream.
This kid's got an interesting dream. Let's see this play out.
Yeah.
And like even Smoker goes, "I know exactly who you are. You're the same man who showed up the day Gold Roger died. You are Dragon." And it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, and then that's all that we get.
Apparently
I
there's
wonder
just
how
the
many episodes do I have to wait to know the answer?
I hope he doesn't have
Like
a D in his
300?
name.
Touch Tigress. But yeah, and that's kind of where we end it. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and now they're going.
And
to
now
the
they're
Grand
going
Villain.
to the Grand Line. And yes, when we come back, we will be watching when they actually enter the Grand Line. So
You're gonna
go
cry by the
ahead
whale.
and tell me, we gotta be quick, your favorite moment from East Blue.
It has to be Nami's entire moments that she has when everybody, where like she finally breaks and asks help from Luffy. Like that has to be,
Like the walk to Arlong Park.
yeah, like that setup for that, and just that entire moment right there, just everybody
Perfect.
working together, just so good.
Perfect.
What about you, Jinzu? What was your favorite part of East Blue?
I'd have to agree with Mayhem too on this one. It's just so good. It's so good, and like I don't know. There's only more to come. There's only so much for teammates.
I have to say, honestly, when it came down to this entire saga, this was filled with so many great moments
Yeah.
that it's almost hard to choose. Once again, obviously, Arlong Park, like the walk to Arlong Park, is one of the best moments.
Yeah, it's got a very emotional set to
The
it.
fight
I
with
think-
Mihawk.
Yeah, I think that one's yours, because you wouldn't stop showing
That
it
was
to me before we actually
insane.
start watching the show!
Because it's one of my favorite things.
Exactly. So when I was so surprised how recent it like how early in the show it is.
Yeah.
Like that was the shocker to me. But
There's not many things I've actually shown you that are late show. kind of
exactly, yeah, because it always looked so old, and like that made me think that a lot of the show is old. But then it's actually not. It gets improved. Like the quality just keeps going up with the quality of the story.
stuff. This next arc we're going to be getting to, which, yeah, this is a good segue I can do. to set you guys up for what you can expect next arc. Now, Jinzu already knows because he's obviously entered Skypiea already. He knows past that.
I finished Skypiea.
Oh, you finished Skypiea. Okay. Oh, God. You're going to Water 7 now?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'll be 100% once again. There's a moment in there that I do prefer the dub. There is a very big moment that I want to live. I'll be 100%. I prefer the dub.
That hits hard as fuck for me in Japanese.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It hits pretty good in Japanese.
Falling on me.
It hits pretty good in Japanese, but in English, oh my God, the pipes on that woman. Anyway, so what you can expect this arc is it is our first entrance into the Grand Line.
Like we're actually in first entrance into the Grand Line.
First. It is our entrance into the Grand Line.
Okay. You got me worried there for a second.
It's our third entrance into the
pain.
It's the fourth.
It's our 24th entrance. No, so it's going to be about let's see, about 60 to 70 episodes. Okay. Yeah. 60 to 70 episodes.
That's about the same that we watched.
About the same as we watched. Yeah. And this. Which, by the way, we were supposed to only watch half of East Blue, but then I was like, you know what? We gotta finish this. This is so good. We gotta finish
the entire saga. Yeah, we gotta do all.
One Piece.
Yeah,
One Piece.
It's called One Piece, not 72 piece.
Did we finish it in like 2 weeks?
It was very fast. Yeah, it was very fast.
We might finish the next arc in 2 weeks.
Well, because time flies when you're enjoying the show a lot.
Well, we were supposed to record earlier, but you weren't available at one point, so we were like, guess we'll wait another week.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh no.
True.
We've just been waiting all that time.
But yeah, so that was the first saga of One Piece. I am full on set on watching more of this.
Let's prepare you.
Let's watch some more One Piece.
I mean, you kind of did, but
nah, dude, I'll be honest. You ought to be very excited.
Is there more of it? I don't think there's enough episodes. Is there enough?
Is there any more One Piece?
You know, we're only about.
There's exactly one piece of the pie left.
We're only about 6% of the way through.
Damn.
Yeah. Math is interesting when you actually visualize it, ain't it?
I don't do math. Math does me.
But anyway, yeah, we're getting ready to go to the next arc, the next saga, and what stuff you can expect.
Yeah.
More interesting characters showing up, a lot more devil fruits.
I don't do math.
Lot.
Oh.
Math.
The Grand Line is full of devil fruits. That is the biggest deal about the Grand Line. It is basically almost every arc, there is a new devil fruit user. At least one, if not like 3 or 4 more.
Oh my god. I that scares me with what does that mean for what are they going to be making for what devil fruits there are.
Final moment before we leave. I've got 2 questions for you. 1. Make up a devil fruit that you would love to have.
The utensil fruit where you turn your arms into various utensils.
Nope, that could also be used as that could also be used as a very good weapon.
Exactly.
Just a bunch of knives.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Jinzu?
The one that I would want already exists, but
make one up.
Make one up?
Yeah. Like I just did, like the genius I am. I'm an absolute genius.
Here,
the TV no remote.
You always know where the remote is. You have a universal remote in your hand.
Your hand turns into the remote.
That's.
And final question: who is the best girl of this saga?
Nami.
Oh wait, no. This saga?
Bellamere? No.
What's her
best girl?
Nojiko.
Nojiko?
Yeah, but also Nami.
Oh, the sword girl?
Yeah.
No.
What? Nami's sister.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Nojiko. Tsurugi is the sword girl, but also Tsurugi. But also shit.
Yeah, no, actually, I also like Tsurugi. Tsurugi. Yeah, actually, I'd probably go with her.
I think best girl has.
So in other words, Nami, Nami's sister, and then girl who looks like a dead girl.
Wow.
Let's finish this off in a proper way.
I literally forgot what I said.
Yeah yo, oh ho! Set sail for One Piece. It's the name of the treasure on the Grand Line. Yeah yo, set sail for One Piece.
I didn't know that this was the sequel to Aladdin. Is this where I die?
You're a monster.
Yeah yo!
Set sail for One Piece.
Can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.
What does that mean?
That's the genie's line.
Oh. If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our Linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.